And even before this, we had to deal with Eric's cancer, so it feels like it's just been a really rough few years. So we're back home. As you saw in my last video, I received my beta results while I was at work, and they were negative. My beta was less than 3. And so as soon as I got off the phone with my nurse, I called Eric, and so I told Eric that the transfer had failed. I think one of my biggest fears with getting results while at work was that it would be negative, and that it would interfere with work, and that I would probably have to go home. I really thought that if I got the call that it was negative, I was just going to break down, but I didn't. I think I was just in shock, and I was able to manage the rest of the day. But I do work with other people, so I think that kind of forced me to hold it all in. What about you? You kind of work alone. Because I know I felt like I couldn't cry. Like, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. But when I got home, and I saw Eric, the first thing I did was just break down. There's just so many things going through my mind right now. Like, I have so many questions, so many what ifs. If you guys have followed me through this journey, you guys know that I felt so good about this transfer. Going into this transfer, I just felt like everything went perfect. My lining was exactly where it should be at. The transfer itself was not painful at all, and I've had transfers before where it was a little painful, but this one wasn't. It went super smooth and quick, and the doctor was really friendly, and the embryologist and the ultrasound tech, like everything just felt good. And so I really thought that this transfer was going to work. I don't know what we're gonna do next. We have a meeting with our doctor next month, so February 25th we're meeting with him. And to be honest, I think we're going to wait for many reasons. I think that it'll be good for my body to get a break. In May, it'll be
2 years.
It'll be 2 years that since we began this journey. And obviously, we didn't start like recording and sharing our journey until transfer. What was it? Transfer number 3. Transfer number 3. But before that, we had 2 transfers. And both of those were successful. But I ended up miscarrying both of them at 9 weeks. So it's been a really long and tough journey. And even before this, we had to deal with Eric's cancer, so it feels like it's just been a really rough few years. And we try to stay positive, and we have faith that God is with us and that all this will eventually work out. But it's just hard right now. It's painful and it hurts. I don't know. I seriously thought that the worst that we could ever go through was Eric's cancer, and here we are. This is just as painful. It's just so hard. Baby, is there anything you want to say? I just feel like I talk a lot. Even when we're together, just having conversations, I talk and talk, and I ask him questions, and then I answer my own question.
It's hard for me to express myself. I like to keep things bottled within myself.
Yeah.
I was alone when Jessica told me that it did not go in our favor. I drive for work, so I was in the vehicle alone by myself. Pulled over to answer her call. And just, when she started telling me, I could hear it in her voice. And, wanted to cry and didn't let myself. And, during the phone call, my voice was going in and out, if, ready to cry. But I felt like I had to be strong for Jessica at the moment, especially because she was at work and she does work with a lot of people. For myself, after we got off the phone call, I did sit there for a few minutes and tears did come out, screamed a little bit. Just to kind of release some stress, anger, whatever you want to call it. And after that, the last 5 hours of work felt like it was a whole week of work. Couldn't really just focus on work and got behind. And it's kind of didn't want to come home because I knew we had to face reality. Especially once I saw Jessica, just something you don't want to go through. And I did get my hopes, and normally I try to keep myself in check, but I did enjoy the whole process, and I think that's what made it hurt a lot more.
Yeah, usually going into a transfer, Eric's pretty neutral. He doesn't get excited, he doesn't get his hopes up. Unlike me, with every transfer, I get really excited, and every transfer feels like it's the one. This one felt extra special. Right. Everything felt right. And there was just no reason for us to worry or to think it wasn't going to work.
And what we mean, it felt right. She mentioned she had the 3 layers, and then we were told 4 days prior that we would have to drive over a pass where it was getting snowed, and snow was falling every day. They're closing it, opening it, closing it, and the day we went, it was smooth.
Yeah,
smooth roads, and we're okay, this is good.
Yeah, because so our clinic is 3 hours away, and in order to get to the clinic, we have to drive through this mountain pass, and during the winter it can get really bad. And so we had been checking the weather all week, and every day it was snowing to the point that they needed to close it. and so you couldn't get through. And on the day of our transfer, it was open. Like there was no closures,
No accidents.
no accidents. It was snowing, but as long as, you know, like you drove slow, you were fine, and that's what we did. So we just felt like, you know, like
it was meant to
yeah,
be.
everything was just meant to be. Like everything was working out for us, and we took everything as a sign that this was the one. And it just sucks because it didn't work, and now we're thinking, you know, of transferring again, maybe in a few months. And it hurts that we've done 4 and 4 have failed, and we're now looking into transfer number 5. But yeah, I think we're just gonna take a break. Like I said, my body needs a break, and financially, we need to save up because IVF is really expensive, and we've done the whole IVF cycle, the retrieval and all that, and then after that we've transferred 4 times. So
5.
4 times. So we've spent quite a lot on IVF, and we try to save up as much as we can, and we both work 2 jobs, but we basically used up almost everything we have. Like it all has gone to IVF, and we just don't want to get ourselves into like a lot of debt. So we're just gonna wait and save up and transfer probably in the late summer, maybe early fall. I will be turning 30 in May, so yeah, I will. I'll be turning 30 in May, so I have that to look forward to, I guess. And then we just have a lot of fun things coming up, so hopefully time goes by quickly, and I know it does. Before you know it, we'll be posting a video preparing for our next transfer. I mean, right now it just seems like it's so far away, and I think if, you know, financially we were able to do another one right away, I would do it. But I know it's not the smart thing to do, so we're just gonna take a little break, and hopefully our next transfer works. Anyway, that's kind of all we have for right now. I wish we had better news to give you. I really thought that I was going to be filming a positive pregnancy beta result, but unfortunately that's not the case. But soon, I have faith that it'll work. I'm not gonna
quit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna get my hopes down. It hurts right now, but we still have what is it, 3 embryos left. We have 2 boys left and 1 girl, so hopefully one of those sticks, and we have a baby sometime in the future. That's the ultimate dream. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.